So this is the icebreaker I have for today's episode.
Let's do it, bro.
I'll go ahead and have Mal hold
Yeah,
it.
so we can all see it. Or Chris, either one.
Is this a damn screenshot?
Oh my goodness. Cut.
What? Dude, no, I downloaded the video. Hold on.
Yeah, you definitely sent us an image, bro.
Yeah, you definitely
I
sent
feel
us
like
a
an idiot
screenshot.
now.
That's all right, bro.
We'll keep all this in because this is funny.
Yeah, this is funny, guys.
He's being really
3,000
unprofessional
years
right
later.
now.
Hold on. Oh, no, that's
He
archived.
said, "Are y'all ready?"
Your
He said he was
activity.
ready. He is not ready, guys.
You know, some people just like preying on other people's downfalls sometimes.
Yeah, you're preying on our own
You know what's
downfall right
funny?
now.
He said yesterday, I got an icebreaker. You ain't got nothing.
Yeah, shit.
All right. Go
All right,
ahead
there you go, there you
and
go.
hold that. And then click on that white dude right there. Yeah.
Try telling me you have problems after I read you this. If everyone in the world wrote down their problems and put them in a hat, would you risk grabbing one or keeping yours? Most of us think our problems are the end of the world. Most of us think, why me? Most of us think, I don't understand why I keep having to deal with these things. Well, I hope that quote opened your eyes, because maybe your problems aren't as big as you think. They're just big because they're yours. In this world, everyone's got problems. Some, for sure, worse than others. And the sad reality is that if you were to put all your problems in a hat, all your problems with everyone else in the world, you probably wouldn't want to pick out another problem because you understand what you could potentially grab. Be grateful for the life you have, understand the problems you have, and realize that it's okay you have problems. Deal with them, and accept that you are still so unbelievably blessed every day. Try telling me you have
Shout out Austin Georges.
Yeah, bro.
For that.
Damn.
That's eye-opening, huh?
Like, as soon as he says put it in a hat, automatically my mind was like, damn. Like, there's a lot more
A
problems out
lot
there.
more, worse situations going on out there. So I guess that was kind of my question is like,
Would you do it?
would you do it? Yeah.
Mal, what do you think?
I feel like I'm the bad person to start with this. I kind of learned that mentality a long time ago.
Okay.
It's like, my motto, and y'all hear me say it all the time, is shit happens and then you die.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about everything and
Yeah.
just kind of like live. Obviously, like it's easier to say it than do it. There's obviously days where I'm like worrying about shit.
Mm-hmm.
But usually by the end of the day, I'm like, why am I worried about that? Like, get the fuck over it. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. I
Yeah.
mean, that's good on you for learning that. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the older you, I can't really say that. I think for the majority of people, I think that if they were to actually do that and think about it macro, like they'd be like, damn, I really only have this little baby problem. But
Yeah,
since
absolutely.
they're just conditioned to their own life, they're like blowing it up. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a big old balloon now. It's like, crap, well, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of people fall into that mentality, which is just unfortunately what happens.
Yeah.
I've seen myself do that.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to, go off of that, I don't think I would, because thinking on it, if I had to put it, and this is another thing too, is like associating what is a problem in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I don't think it's a problem. Like, if it's a problem, it's something that I physically cannot do.
More of like an inconvenience.
Correct. So, like, would I trade my inconveniences for something small or something huge? Like, there's people like thinking about it, just something that I've, can think of off the top of my head is like, there's people that are living in like warfare. Like, their parents are dying. They're seeing death. They're not having a place to live. They don't have anything to eat. So, there's people in Africa that are starving, that have viruses and all that stuff.
And
That,
shit, and they're
those
probably
are-
happier than you.
but those are real problems. though.
Absolutely.
And to say that I would consider my inconveniences as big as that, absolutely.
Absolutely,
Yeah, definitely
bro.
not. They don't compare whatsoever.
Absolutely.
But let me ask you this. Do you think there's people out there who feel that their, problems are those big problems and they would, risk that grab? Like,
I think so, because even though I'm very much like, get over it, it's gonna get better, your problem isn't really that big of a deal. I've really started believing, and everybody believes their own truth. So you just kind of have to live with that as well.
Mhm.
Is like I said, to me, for example, like my aunt recently went to the hospital. Everybody was like, "Oh no, this is very bad," blah blah blah. And in my thing, it was like cause and effect, bro. You don't take care of yourself, this is the kind of shit that can happen. So like everybody believes their own truth. Everybody thinks that their problems, like you said, are the biggest deal in the world, like he said. So yeah, there's probably people who are like, yeah, I'd much rather put my problem that is I'm slightly overweight to then pick out of a hat, but they wouldn't realize that reality until it hits them.
Until it hits. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
okay.
there's real problems out there that
Yeah.
people are facing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I think it's all perspective as well, because like depending on your perspective, like your perspective, it's like the David and Goggins, like, hey, get over it. This is cause and effect. I'm kind of the same way. Like I said, that like how he worded it, inconveniences.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the problems I face. Inconveniences. Like this is nothing compared to what could be. So I'd be crazy to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna have money for my next bill. Let me trade that in for something that I wouldn't even have a clue to, or the mental capacity to, understand.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's, there's, man, the world is so big out there. There's so much evil. There's so much good, but there's people that are quite literally fighting day to day to survive.
Yeah. No doubt.
When I'm
dude.
sitting here on a podcast talking it up with the boys,
That's
just
right.
got done sipping coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
privileges, blessed. Like,
We have to
Yeah.
realize that's a luxury itself. You know what I
absolutely,
mean?
Absolutely,
bro.
bro.
Free will is an absolutely beautiful thing, and
Yeah.
for me to sit here and trade my inconveniences in for real world problems, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like most of the shit that we deal with is like what people call for us for the problems.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's kind of a good point you made. It's like there's people. I feel like it's it's a mix of people. Somebody who would have watched that video would still be like, nah, I would do it. But for like us who just watched the video, that reality hit us whenever he said it.
Right.
Some people, it just wouldn't hit. That's
Until they get that.
until they get the actual problem. Yeah.
that they're like, crap. I wish I
Yeah.
never would have done this.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of people like that because I think, like I said, it's perspective. A lot of people are in their own world,
Mm-hmm.
believe their own truths,
Mm-hmm.
and I think people really do see. Some people, at least, they do think that their problems or inconveniences are the end of the world. Or there's also people that don't have anything going on. They're like, well, damn, I don't have anything going on. Let me trade my problem in for something else.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's kind of like gambling at that point,
Yeah.
But it's
OCD problem.
it's a very
You asked me and
interesting
I had to
topic.
double check.
Yeah.
Interesting topic. I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's a good one, huh?
Yeah, definitely perspective changing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
because I have a coworker who part of his job for a while was, or his old job was to work with victims. So I always like to pick his brain on that kind of stuff. Last time I hung out with him, I literally said like, "Hey, bro, I have the mentality of get over it." So do other people? Is it possible for everybody to learn that, or is that just like a blessing that I have?
Yeah, I was thinking like the people who would actually draw out of the hat, like, are they just like less woke? Like, what do you think their mentality is? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not everybody can think like that.
No, I don't think so. Because and the way he explained it was like, well, obviously these victims are like criminal victims, so they had to deal with like real shit, like
Yeah.
like their family member got murdered or whatever. But another thing being like, for example, hopefully my sister doesn't see this, but she's very like in tune with her feelings. So for her, sometimes it's things like, oh, like I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, and she's like, but it doesn't matter. Like that's just how I felt because of what you said or whatever. So, and that's just something that, for example, I struggle with, So it's like, I think it's similar to that. Like they feel that way just because they're just more in tune with their feelings, while we just all discuss that we're like not. We're just like
Yeah.
whatever.
Kind of like
Yeah.
kind of people.
It's like, sure, my like shirt that I wanted to wear today got dirty, but at least I don't have cancer. Like,
Yeah.
you just got to think of the positives.
I think there's a cognitive thing that mentally most people don't care to use, which is what we're talking about right now. Like there's like a part of the brain that's like receptive to
No,
understanding.
that makes
there's
sense.
always a worse.
Do you think that's a
outcome.
bad thing though?
I think it can be. I like empathy.
That's the word, empathy. I think a lot of people lack empathy.
Yeah, I lack empathy like bad, bro. So sometimes whenever people tell me about their problems, I just attack it from a logical point of view, and then sometimes it's not what they want to hear. And I mean, not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just an example of a way it can be a con.
Yeah. Okay, vice versa. Do you think like being like overly empathetic is a bad thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For the exact same reason, opposite. If you have too much feelings, then the logical side of it goes away.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all disagree.
Maybe it's just good to kind of have like a good middle ground, huh?
Do you think that's rare though to have a middle ground? Like the people that do have
I feel like I would.
Logical empathy.
I feel like
Where
I
you're in
would
the
be.
middle?
I feel like I would be kind of like a middle ground. Maybe not like dead in the middle, but like more like logical side, but like still have that empathy. Like for him, like he definitely does like empathy, like for sure.
Absolutely.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes it is kind of annoying, like for, like certain random situations, but because I like to think more of the
He just
empathetic-
got cheesy, bro. What
empathetic-
situation you talking about? Go ahead
No,
and
it's
say
like-
it.
I was like, I'm curious.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
been like just situations in the past. Like I can't pinpoint one exactly, but
Sure.
I know like it's. I'm like, damn it, man. Like that's not what I wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but like also going back to your question of if it's a good or a bad thing to be one way or the other. I enjoy the way I
Think?
live and think.
Yeah, and yeah,
so
for sure. I mean, not being. I personally think like being like logical is not really a bad thing. Like I prefer somebody to be more logical than like
emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah, but also just you got like I don't worry about random shit
Yeah.
because there's no reason to.
yeah. No, that's completely
know?
valid. Like I understand the logical side.
Yeah,
I do.
we did like a color test out at work,
Yeah.
and I came out as orange, and they explained to me what orange was, and it was
Mhm.
like, yeah, just somebody that kind of goes with the flow and does whatever. Like,
I did a
needs to
contest.
be done.
I don't remember what I was
and I
though.
was like, oh
What are you
yeah, that's
doing?
me for sure. Like,
What do you think? Where do you think you fall on that spectrum?
I'm definitely in the middle. I like dead set in the middle.
Yeah.
I can, which is why I was asking earlier. Do you think that's kind of like a skill, like to be in the middle and have both of them at your access? Because like you can be more empathetical if you need to.
Flow to
kinda-
both.
Yeah. Or is it like I was gonna ask you guys? Do you think it's a skill to be empathetical or logical? Like, do you think you have to train yourself to be that way, or do you think people are just hardwired certain ways?
I think it might just be hardwired, to be honest.
Because
think
let me
it's
ask you
both.
this: what if you had a kid? Are you going to still be the same way?
probably so.
Okay.
Genuinely, I do because even like when I deal with my like cousins who come to me for advice, sometimes they're like significantly younger than me. I'm just like, get the fuck over it. Who cares?
Hmm.
And some of them aren't that way, so they don't take it well, and others are.
Do you think,
I don't like, for example, I don't think you could teach me empathy.
well, I was going to ask: do you think it's a form of like communication, empathy?
Yeah.
Communication in what way?
So, like for example, like how I said I'm in the middle, like me understanding that these people are more empathetical rather than logical, I could appease more to that rather than just being straight logical and then clashing heads. Do you think it's like a form of
Yeah.
communication?
Yeah, I just choose not to do it.
No, and that's
yeah,
fair.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely.
I feel like a good question that he just has, if you like, for example, the kid, like having a kid, would you
Mhm.
change? I feel like, from my perspective, I feel like it would be a good question to ask Javi, because I feel like he's more logical too, like you.
Oh yeah, like no, I can't talk about that. But yeah, no, I think
And now after having
No.
a kid,
yeah,
like,
nah, it wouldn't change me. But it also just depends on the situation, you know. Like
I don't think it would. Like I said, I don't think it would change necessarily. I think you would just
kind of lean,
learn.
Yeah, learn
more
to
how to
be more open to it.
Correct, because once you have a kid, like it's your kid. It's like, I mean, think of it this way, and this is like worst case scenario. Like it's your kid that's 4 years old. You're very logical. He's like, Dad, I want to be an astronaut. You're like, hell no, you're gonna be working at McDonald's. Like you just ruined his,
well,
life.
I feel like, but logically, you could say, yeah, but you gotta work hard for that. Be
Correct,
willing to
which
work hard.
which is where I was asking earlier. Is like, I think it's a form of communication both ways.
Yeah. Okay.
Being able to communicate that in a logical sense, but being empathetical, be like, yeah, son, you could do this, but this is how you're going to achieve it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
what
Oh,
I'm
then
saying?
yes. Yeah. Then yeah, I think I can do that. However, I wanted to.
Here we go.
No. Actually, I wanted to go back to the original question of like, because at the end he ended with, "You don't realize how blessed you really are." Do you think it's also a religious aspect? Do you think, obviously, I feel like it is, but do you feel like just the fact that since the three of us are lean more religious than not, of course,
Mhm.
we kind of learned that through religion. We're like,
Like,
we're blessed. We're blessed to have whatever we are. Give glory to Him, and
Yeah.
To go off of that, I think so. I think it is more religious just because the word blessed comes from Christianity, and I'm sure they have other ways of saying that in other religions. I don't know, so I don't want to misquote that. But if I think you're not religious, I think the word you would use is just fortunate.
Yeah, or
Or
like
fortunate.
appreciative.
Yeah, I think I think that does stem. I think that's like how you can kind of tell if somebody is more religious or into their religion in a way. It's just the verbiage they use.
Yeah.
I think so. Because I always say I'm blessed. I don't say I'm very fortunate. But if I weren't, religious, I would have been like, I'm very fortunate.
I think that's a pretty solid word. Fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't want to use blessed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Yeah, that was iceberg. That was a hell of a good
Yeah,
episode.
that was
We could
good
just
one.
make a whole
We
damn
could have had a whole
episode on
conversation.
We should have
that.
had a whole
about that.
episode about that.
That's
yeah.
the second episode right there.
Right there,
Let's
right
keep it
there.
going. And we'll, no kidding. That's. I think that in itself is a very good clip. I think people would
Definitely.
actually talk about that
Absolutely,
because
bro.
problems. People love talking about problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And as soon as I seen that, I was like, oh, this is,
That's a
I've
good one.
got to talk
Yeah,
about this with you guys.
absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with our views too.
Yeah.
And I think the logical and empathetical, that could be it.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
That's why a woman can't be president. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Let's just all stare at the camera.
yeah.
Do you think, well, back to this conversation, do you think you were just raised that way? Or do you think it's just like, boom?
That's a good question.
You were just hardwired that way.
Yeah.
No, I actually used to be more emotional.
Really?
So what changed?
I think
Mm.
just
You were a little softy as a kid, huh?
yeah, like I cried a lot. I was not necessarily cried a lot, but I cried about things that didn't need to be cried about.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's something that happened to you.
Well,
That's
you
what-
know, if you want to get into the trauma, no, I mean, like my dad was an asshole, but also my family is full of. Oh fuck! How do I say this in a nice way? I think I grew up just around people who are more emotional. So, they kind of deal with they get heated very quickly. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, you're passionate about what you're talking about, and, you have the full right to be. But everybody, that I grew up with in my house, they're very passionate and very emotional about what they do and don't do and things like that. So I think I just kind of became tired of it. And I was just like, you know what, like, guys, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna go jump out of a plane. If I die, cool. If I don't, I'm not.
So it's just something you learned to adapt to, huh?
I think so. I think I was just tired of being the emotional people and just being like, look, guys, at the end of the day, like, this is right and this is wrong. And also, I grew up in a household, and I'm pretty sure most people did, where you like respect your elders. If you're under 18 and don't pay any bills, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I kind of just sat back and listened because my opinion was going to be taken as valid anyways. Shit, now that I'm living alone and paying my own bills and I don't need any of them, I just speak my mind now.
I kind of want to talk about that. You firmly believe that somebody who's under 18 and doesn't pay any bills, like, are always going to have invalid opinions? Because, I mean, let's be honest. There could be, like...
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
That's just how I was raised.
Oh, okay. Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So, like, if I made a point, they'd be like, what do you know? You're a kid.
Mm.
And don't get me wrong. When I was like 16, 15, I thought I knew the world, right? Everybody does at that age.
Yeah, that's fair.
Looking at my cousins who are 15 and 16 now, like, they're kind of dumb, bro. So I was like, oh, I was probably dumb too then,
I don't know. I feel like the generations have definitely changed.
Well, yeah, but I'm just mean
With
like,
everything.
but also like, what would we do with our free time then?
Yeah, you're right. Play Call of Duty.
Play Call of Duty, and like,
Yeah.
we were out and about all the time everywhere, right? We were going to HEB at 4 a.m. just to go fucking go
No,
to
good-
HEB,
good times,
you know?
Good times, yeah.
I saw that video of you like being at HEB and going like, you remember that or no?
Hey.
Do you remember that or no?
HEB, no. But
Oh, okay.
Walmart, yeah.
Bro. Anyways.
But
Oh, man.
no, I don't think that's true.
Okay.
But this is how I was raised.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What are some of the conversations or opinions that somebody under 18 that doesn't pay bills, that doesn't have what the real world actually is, what are some of the opinions that you would listen to if they come to you? I mean, it's very, situational.
I mean, I think it just depends. Like, if they make a great point about something, they make a great point about something.
Right, yeah. Because sometimes you just need that outside perspective.
Yeah.
Like, let's say like you and your wife, right? Or like not arguing, but like discussing like bills, or like maybe a big payment comes up and you're like, I don't know how we're going to do this. And then like your kid who's 14, 15 just comes up and is like, what about this? And you're like, shit, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I was like, if this is a good point, yeah, sure.
But yeah, the way I was
take
raised, it wasn't like that. It was like if I came out with a good point that I knew for sure was a good point, it was like,
just shut down.
it was like, what do you know? But it's more so like you're challenging them. So it's just like
They don't like it.
they didn't like it because who are you to challenge them?
Right.
And even now, sometimes I kind of get side eye when I like challenge an elder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't care. We're even playing fields. We're both adults who pay bills.
Yeah.
I think, dude, just hearing that, I can see how that can make you more logical, though.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
like, just from what you said, it's like, okay, if I were in your shoes and I were to bring up this point that's valid, get shut down instantly, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that no more because I already know the outcome.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
just right then and there is kind of
Maybe you were almost forced into that
like you
way
said,
of
it's
thinking.
very true though.
You learned it, though. I
Yeah.
mean, you learned that, hey, we're all going to die. This, if I jump out of a plane, I die sooner. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You know?
Yeah, and it's just, and
I
now
think
especially it's like I know where I'm going if I die. I'm not going to purposely do so, but like there's no reason to worry about, for lack of a better word, even though this might lose some people. Like there's no reason to worry about things that are connected to our flesh at the end of the day. It's like it is what it is, bro. Like move on, get over it. Shit happens, then you die.
Literally.
I mean, it is at the end of the day, that's the truth.
It's the truth, And
Yeah.
some people don't like hearing that,
Yeah.
And I say that at work a lot, and they're like, "Damn, you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
It's just the truth.
I like to make jokes about how I'm like depressed or whatever, because I mean, I'm not depressed because that would be ungrateful,
Mm-hmm.
But it's more so just like the only thing I'm missing in my life is that companion, is my like wife, And some days I do feel like lonely and sad, but I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I just gotta keep going, keep moving forward, and
Yeah.
it'll happen eventually, or maybe it won't. Some days I do feel it won't, but
Let me ask you that. So, the one aspect you mentioned is your companion.
yeah.
Being where you are in life right now, what are you looking for in a companion? Because right now, you know how you are. Most people, they say like me and my wife were opposites. So they say opposites attract. Are you looking for somebody that's similar to you, or are you looking for somebody that's completely different? Do you know?
That's a great question, sir.
That is a really good question.
But I know the answer.
Okay.
So sometimes, most of the time, I'm like, dude, if I get with somebody who's too emotional, it won't work. Because I'm not going to be the guy who's like, you want me to just listen to your problems and tell you absolutely nothing? No, that's not going to happen. If you tell me a problem, I'm going to tell you the solution. And if you don't want to hear it, then get the fuck out of here. However, I do need somebody who is more in tune with their emotions, because I need somebody to bring me down sometimes, right? And I know, like, I'll ask them if I can keep this in, but like I know, like Javi and his wife, sometimes it is that, like Javi's like getting heated at like the house, and she's like, "Okay, you got to think about it this way too, though." He's like, "Okay, yeah, you're right," But so I feel like I need something on that level,
Yeah.
but also what I really need is just somebody open-minded,
Mm-hmm.
because I like to have those kind of discussions.
I think you can be on both ends of that spectrum, but you both have to be willing to be open-minded.
Right.
All of it at the end of the day, it's learned.
Yeah.
All of it. I
Yeah.
mean, even if you were to have you saying that now, but if it's somebody that checks all your boxes and they're completely emotional, you're going to learn to adapt.
Probably so, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's all learned. Now, like, instance with Javi and, his wife, like I said, I don't know how that is, just going off what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of my thing. Like, my wife she'll get heated. I'm like, hey, look at it this way, or vice versa.
Mm.
Before we met and stuff, when I was single and stuff, I was very one way. But then you start to not compromise, but you learn different ways to do certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open-mindedness, that's learned. That's not a thing most people do. Most people they believe their truth.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's all about learning. It's all about, like Nick and China, I'm sure they have their way of doing things that they didn't do before. It's an understanding that is learned. So that's why I was asking, like, that you said that's your one aspect that you're missing right now. You got a good job, get your own stuff, get your own car and stuff, but you're missing your companion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're thinking about it too hard and missing out on the blessings that could be there? Or are you, like, what does that look like? Have you ever looked at it that way?
No, because I recently, and this is a recent mindset, maybe like in the last year or two. I used to be very like, no, I want a girl who's like this and like that and like this. Not necessarily like anything else was like a big no, but now it's like, oh, if I love this person and I feel a certain way towards them, it'll work. It's just a matter of if we're both willing to put in the work. So it used to be very much like, oh, if they have kids, like absolutely not. Obviously, not until almost a year ago, I was anti-kids. I was like, I don't want kids ever. But like, you know, it used to be, oh, I'm not gonna be a stepdad. Like, fuck that, you know. But now it's like, if I love this person, that kid's just gonna be another blessing, or like that kid's just gonna be. We'll make it work. Like, it's worth it because I love this person so much.
Yeah.
So that's how it used to be, and now I'm like that. So I don't think I'm in that set, but I'm also like, you know, I don't go out, so there's only 2 places I can meet people, and I'm not gonna shoot my shot either of these places. It's the gym and work. Those are the only 2 places I go. At work, I'm not gonna do it because that's weird, and even though I travel like the state, I'm not gonna do it. And then,
Gym is just a weird place.
and then gym, like I just don't want to make any women feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right. So I, you know, that's their place to like go work out. So I don't want to do that to these women.
Yeah.
Even though some of them, God, give me a shot, please. Nah, but so you know, unfortunately, if I'm
You just wait till they walk outside.
Like, hey, you're not in there anymore.
I saw you doing dumbbell squats.
you know, and it is funny because like some women in the gym, I do end up like not staring, but I'm just like looking at them. But I swear it's like more of like a respect thing. It's like, oh, that back is fucking nice, you know. Cause I do it to guys too.
Man,
but
look at
guys,
them wings.
yeah,
I really wish
correct.
I really wish this is kind of off topic, but I really wish we could get like a perspective on that, like a women's point of view on that.
in the
Like,
gym,
mhm.
they want to be looked at.
You think so?
No, for sure.
At least the people in our gym, because if you didn't want to be looked at, you'd go work out in the women's section.
Yeah, that is facts.
Yeah.
That or they're scanning the field for themselves as well.
Yeah, or
'Cause
they are.
That's another interesting thing. Do you
Yeah.
think that's what they actually do? Is kind of see?
I literally saw this post the other day of this girl walking on the treadmill, and she was like, she had her shirt like over her ass, right? Because obviously all these gym girls have big booties, so they can like sit their shirt on the top of their butt, you know. And she like, so it's this girl walking on a treadmill, and she turns around, and like on the screen it says, "Oh no, he's looking at my ass," and she puts the shirt over her ass, right? And then it's like 5 minutes later, puts it back up, and she's like, "Ah, they can look," or some shit like that, you know, because. Like, for example, me, right? Like, I just started wearing cutoffs to the gym because of my tattoo I got. So I couldn't, like, wear sleeve shirts because of all the ointment on there and stuff. And so I started wearing them to the gym, and I started seeing, like, oh, fuck, my back's, like, popping out while I'm, like, you know, working out. Like, the wings are coming out of the shirt. So now it's like, well, fuck, any back day, I'm definitely wearing a cutoff so I can see that shit, so other people can see that shit. So it definitely is like a vanity thing, and I don't care what any of them say, because if you didn't want people to look, you would simply just like wear baggy clothes.
At the end of the day, I mean, specifically talking about the gym and working out, I think it is a sign of respect and also status, especially when you see a dude that's fit, shredded. That took time. That took effort. That took sacrifice. Vice versa. I think if a woman is looking good and you know she has the things that guys want to look at,
She wants to show it.
Yeah, she wants to show it because she worked for it.
Correct.
And she might also be looking for a mate. I mean, we're
For a mate, that's crazy.
At the end of the day, dude, we're
I'm
all
right here.
shoot your shot outside the door, bro.
Yeah, no, but like also, and not to make it seem like, oh yeah, these girls, 'cause I know women will see this and get upset. So not to make it seem like they are. I'm trying to say like, oh yeah, guys have the right to like sexualize you. That is not what I'm saying at all.
Definitely not.
It's more so just the fact that like I look at these women and I go, oh, like you can tell, for example, even if it's her butt, right? It's like you can tell that was worked for. That was not just like you were born with a big booty, because some girls are just born with big booties. That was worked for. That's muscle. Oh, look at those quads. That's huge. Like they're formed. They have the line, and including the back. You know, like the other day, this girl that was working out, I was like, I was hitting my shit, and then there was a back. Like she was doing a lat pull downs, and I was like, holy shit! Like I was just thinking, like, god damn, like that shit is like shredded, and you can see like she has the individual, like her rear delts are showing, her lats are showing, her, I forget what the middle muscle's called, but like everything is working and everything's so like defined. So that's what I mean by that.
He's being very intentional, ladies. So what he really means is he wants to. No, okay. I'm just kidding. No. You're right though, because all this, bro, the human body is very intricate. God made us pitch perfect, bro. I mean,
Absolutely.
There's no way we could ever, remake something like our bodies, because, bro, like all the muscle fibers and all that stuff. If you see that, that's a status at the end of the day. It's like if you see somebody that's fit, bro, they took time to build that. It's not easy because if it was, everybody would have it. So I mean,
That's
it makes
true.
sense, you know. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
why not?
Mm. What was your original question going into this about him like finding a
Partner.
companion?
That, and then if we want to tackle it back a little bit, it was about the logical and empathetical side of stuff. I mean, it was just about the partner. I mean, why do you? It can kind of boil down. Why do you think you don't have one right now? Are you actually looking? Are you saying you're looking and not looking?
I'm just on dating apps. I'm not talking to real people. Women are scary. And I always talk to people at work about this because they all, I obviously like, at this point they all know me as who I am for who I am. So they're all like, "You need a girlfriend. Like you treat them so well. Like, you know, you're a good looking guy. Like this and that." And they're all women, right? So I think it's the fact. And I talk to them. I'm like, "Oh, I do try." And they're like, "Well, how do you try?" I'm like, "Well, I'm on Hinge." And they're like, "That's not trying, bro. Like you have to go talk to women." I'm like, "That's hard though." Yeah. So I think it's a little bit of everything. I don't shoot my shot. I'm very bad at texting. I'm like the worst at texting.
Start sending them voice memos, baby.
Dude, I might have to,
Show
bro.
some personality.
So
Gotta...
yeah, and then and also I get nervous. It's like obviously I'm a good conversationalist because I do things like this. I literally go and interview people for a living. I know how to speak to people, but for some reason, when I see a pretty girl who I would be interested in, it all just doesn't work.
Just goes out the window.
What if you flip that though? What if you intentionally tell the woman that? Do you think that would make her more interested in talking to you because you're one, honest, straightforward, and you actually took the leap of like, hey, look, I'm not good at talking to women, but I really wanted to just tell you that I'm a little nervous talking to you. Have you ever thought about that?
No,
Have you ever tried it?
That's why I'm cheesing right now. No, I haven't tried it, but
Because I feel like
This is getting personal.
yeah.
well,
it
no,
is. I'm cool.
I'm
with
not a
that.
dating coach, guys. I'm not a dating coach. But I'm just saying,
Take
like,
everything he says Bible, bro.
I'm just saying, like, women are used to, hey, you look good, let me get your Instagram and stuff.
Right.
What if you're more sincere with it, though? Because that's your personality. You're very sincere. You're very,
Honestly,
why don't you try it? See if
Yeah.
it works, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
because
that's a
that'll
good
make the
point.
woman like, damn, he thinks
Yeah.
I'm cute. Like,
and vice versa. Just think of it like in us in the women's shoes, like them coming up to us. I feel like I would like like honesty, sincere.
absolutely.
Yeah. A quick side note. I went to go get
get
canes
nervous?
the other day. I went to go get canes the other day, and and I was on FaceTime with Javi, and I was like, hold up, I'm about to pay. So I pay for it, and I could give her the card or whatever, and she's like, oh, I just love your tattoos, and I was like, oh, thank you. Like that's a compliment I'm used to receiving though, so it didn't hit that hard. And then I'm like driving off, and I was like, it's always so nice getting my tattoos complimented. And Javi's like,
you dumb.
Javi's like, dude, she wanted to fuck you. And I was like, definitely had a ring on her finger, but
That's
okay, buddy.
funny.
Yeah, but it just made me laugh.
Did she actually, though? Did you pay attention?
Yeah, no, I always look at the rings if they're pretty.
So if you get a compliment, you're like analyzing, does she have a ring? And then you're like, okay.
Always, every time I see a pretty girl, I'm like, does she have a ring? Is it possible? No, it's not.
Mm.
But those are little signs, though, bro. They say that's their interest in you. Oh, you have nice pecs.
It's true.
Indeed. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, though.
Yeah.
That's how they talk. And then if you don't take that, then they know that you're
Yeah.
you're not interested.
I was talking to my coworker, and she's single too, and she was like, "Yeah, you just have to like start going up to women and like complimenting them." And I was like, "Nah, they're used to that though. Like, women get complimented all the time." She goes, "Yeah, but not in person anymore. Like, if you go up to a girl and compliment her, supposedly according to this lady, she claims that it's like huge, like it's like the biggest thing now because guys don't do it in person no more."
Yeah, I mean,
That's
who
true.
wouldn't like a little compliment?
Yeah.
I think you have to be intentional.
Yeah, that's the thing.
compliment, though,
You
bro,
do have
'cause,
to be
like,
intentional. You can't just like
You can't do what
Throw it out there.
everybody's doing. You can't be like, hey, you're cute.
you're hot,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
You got to be like, hey, you got some nice eyelashes. Where'd you get them done?
That's actually a good one. Yeah.
That's just off the top.
Yeah,
bro.
but I'm just too much of a pussy. Like I'm not gonna go up to
But
this woman and say it.
You're naturally wanting to talk though. Like you're willing to talk, and I think that's all you need to do. is
Yeah,
just
but
talk
not
to
with
somebody.
women.
Why not?
I don't know. It doesn't come out. The words don't come out, bro.
be like, I'm sorry, you left me speechless. Aw.
Oh, that's true. This
Back
dude
into
can
it.
bowl, bro.
No, I'm married.
It doesn't mean you can
I'm
bowl.
married. I love my wife to death. I love you, Mia more.
It doesn't mean you can't bowl. You pulled her.
She is a Latina.
That is,
Bad.
that's just you know,
Wow.
one.
One. Dude, she was laughing at that the other day too when she was watching it.
Yeah.
She was cracking up, dude.
That's fucking funny, bro.
But I think you're just I think you just need to do it, but that's the hard part is doing it.
right.
Like, because I think once you're in your flow state, bro, which is very easy for you to get in because you know how to talk to people.
I don't know, bro. Like, there's this.
It's another person, dog.
No, I know, but it just don't work with pretty women. I
I
promise
mean,
you.
it's just a fear.
I think
It
you're,
is,
I
it
think
is.
you're
It's just a
hindering
fear.
yourself because you're putting that limitation on yourself.
Well, yeah, but I just can't do
Like,
it.
look at the logical side, bro. What happens if you talk to a woman?
That's a good point. You're very logical. So now you're leaning into your empathetic
See?
side.
No, I understand that, guys. Trust me. I got this conversation almost every day at work.
Okay.
I just can't do it. Like, I've tried and I can't.
But let's be logistic though. Like,
Okay, let me give you all a great example. I told you this story, but I haven't told you this story.
Yeah, please indulge.
So there's this.
Wow.
I work for a state agency, right? And we have like a
Yeah.
sister state agency.
Okay.
We work very closely with them.
Mm.
Their social media person, their videographer, right, is stunning,
Okay.
beautiful, right?
Right.
And now we were at this event, and she came up to me, and she was like, she goes, oh hey, like how you doing? And I was like, oh good, you know. And even then, I'm like immediately, boom, nervous. Like I was struggling to speak, I couldn't get words out. And she was just like, oh, you know, like, and we were just, you know, having a conversation. And yeah, it was just like, I just couldn't do it. And like, this is the person I work with. I've even had an interview where I'm like, for those of you who don't know, I like make videos for a living. So I interview people, documentary style. I've had this interview where this girl, like who I'm interviewing, is pretty as fuck. And I could not do it. I was struggling to do my job because she was pretty.
I think so. I think whenever it comes to like getting over stuff, like the mentality you have when it comes
Yeah.
to fears, you just
Fears, no.
you tap out.
No, not fears. I jumped out of an airplane.
That
It's
was
just women. It's literally just
but
women.
bugs.
No, I kill them here, motherfucker. I did a whole movie with
A
bees.
roach go right there. I tell you to get it. You gonna get it?
Fuck no, you here. I don't need to.
Damn.
I'll go get a spray and spray it.
Wait, what does that mean? Time out.
What?
You gonna kill it for him?
Yeah, he always kills bugs for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If I'm here,
I got you.
but like, okay. So it's just women. It's not fears. It's just women.
Yeah.
But there has to be
I conquer any fear.
Let's think of it logically.
So you say you okay? Go ahead.
This is your language, logical, right?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Why is it that way?
Yeah. Why is it
'Cause
can't? I
you're-
can't.
If,
Why is
if
it?
you're overweight and you're in the hospital, you did that because you're overweight.
Sure.
Logical, right? Let's
Sure.
think of it in the logical.
Okay. Let's get him. Let's try to get him.
Why?
Why do
are
I
you-
think that way?
Why do you think that way, and why is it that way? There has to be a reason why.
I have
Confidence?
I have no confidence.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You have confidence until it comes to a woman. Why?
No, I fake it till I make it, bro.
Everybody.
You're
does.
confident in the gym. You're confident with your body, right?
No, I'm not. I'm a fat piece of shit. Why do you think I still go to the gym and starve myself?
Bruh.
Like, you know? No, absolutely not. Yeah, I fake it till I make it, bro. Like, I'm like, and don't get me wrong. Like right now, I'm definitely like on the heavier side than I fluctuate throughout the year. But like, yeah, I'm like, I grew up like back in high school when I was actually like shooting my shot with women. I was not as attractive.
Hyphen.
What?
High school, you shot your shot with women. Let's start there.
Yeah, like I used to
maybe
get,
something has stemmed from that moment.
yeah, I used to be ugly. I was not as attractive as I am now.
Okay.
So I got rejected a lot.
Okay.
And it's not that I'm fearful of rejection, because if that was the case, like I wouldn't have shot my shot with old girl a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's just the fact that like my confidence is low, because when I have the liquid confidence in me, I'm great with women.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, that night I was doing great until I got a little too wasted.
Yeah.
But
So
like,
that confidence is just, or not, sorry. It's just hindered, really. Like,
yeah, I just have no confidence.
Yeah.
I think,
So-
don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm like ugly, but I think I'm like a 5, a 4 maybe. But
your personality makes you a 10.
come on.
No, okay, so seriously though, it seems like confidence is the issue. So how do you get the confidence you need in order to get that liquid
This is a damn
confidence?
therapy
every
session.
day?
I know, right?
Not really. It's just
But it's
I'm
fu- it-
curious
it's
because
weird
there's
though, 'cause-
people out there that are doing the same and living the
Yeah,
same
and
life.
I've never been. I don't think the questions have ever been this directed towards me, which is fun.
Yeah.
How do I
live
get
it up.
over it? Huh?
Logically speaking,
Sure.
this whole episode is about logically and empathetical speaking. So logically, how do you gain the confidence in order to get the liquid confidence on a daily?
For me, I feel like it had to be like just get fitter,
Okay.
get bigger muscles, get leaner.
Why
But then
do you
again,
think
I
that?
have body dysmorphia,
Okay.
so
I think that's everybody has that though. I have body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
I'm not in the gym no more.
so I have body dysmorphia. So
What is body dysmorphia? I want you to define that for me.
it's when you look at yourself
Uh-huh.
and you think you look worse than you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like an insecurity in a way. Like, let's just say people that have big biceps, they're probably like, well, damn, I don't have big enough biceps, so they keep working biceps.
Yeah, like I think my arms are like super small. People have told me like, "Oh yeah, no, your arm's as big as my head." I'm like, "Nah, this is like the smallest part of my body."
Do you think everybody has that
I think it's
To a level.
to a
it's
certain
more-
extent?
It's more bigger when you get into the gym and start working out.
It
I
grows more.
I think it grows
Absolutely,
more.
bro. The more you work out, the bigger your body dysmorphia gets.
I don't know. I don't really. I guess I maybe used to have that. I don't know. I don't think I have.
Well, that's because you've always been like a leaner,
Yeah.
fitter guy.
Maybe.
But like, think about whenever. Remember, there was like a point whenever we were working out, and you started to get a little pudge in your stomach. You were flipping shit.
yeah,
you
you're
were
right. I
like,
was. You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
yeah, you were like, "Oh my god, look how big this is," and I was like, "Dude, there's like barely anything there." And you're like, "Nah, nah, nah." And like, you know,
Yeah, that's
back in the day when I used to start going to the gym, I used to be like, "Man, why are all these swole motherfuckers in here? Like, y'all won. Like, calm down." You know. And then now I'm like, don't get me wrong, I haven't won yet. Like the panza's still there, but like, you know, if I do get a pump in, I'm like, damn, my back's huge, my arms are huge, my legs are huge. You know, they're defined, they have the lines. You know, but you know,
Then the body dysmorphia comes in. Damn, they're not big enough.
right. And then but like when I went on Thursday, I went to go visit my old team at my old job, and all of them just kept saying how handsome you are and how muscular you are.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them even told me to not get any bigger, and they were like serious.
Mm.
I was like, yeah, you thought I'm like this close to hopping on
TRT.
borderline steroids.
Mm.
I'm just waiting until our hybrid gave me the green light. I'm like, let's do it, bro.
He's gonna do some stacks, bro.
They're called the peptides.
Peptide stacks, bro. You got all of it, bro.
You used
I
to be
thought
so
about
against that.
too, honestly.
Hmm?
I thought about doing it, like
Yeah.
just doing TRT and see where that takes me. But
No, I wouldn't do that, but
why not?
because then you really do you lose the natural card.
Well, yeah, but that's why you get your injection to help it out.
Nah, because peptides are still like they're still so new. So technically, you're not injecting yourself. You're just telling your body to make more of something. So then the discussion goes like, is it still natural because you're not injecting anything in you? It's definitely not natural. But
Yeah, I was about to say it's not natural.
shut up. So, but yeah, I'm like still thinking about that. There's a lot of pros and cons to it. Me and Javier are like, maybe. But if he does it, I'm doing it. I told him, if you do it, I do it. Like,
Mm.
At the end of the day, bro, realistically, there's a cap when you work out, or there's actually I can't even say that, bro, because there's people that are just starting out that are taking stacks, peptides, TRT. That's
Yeah.
I mean, most if not everybody's not natural.
yeah, I'm not even
and
close
that
to
in
the
itself
peak,
is a
though.
topic. I mean, bro, I feel like
It's your body. Do what the hell you want.
well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. I'm for it.
It's just I don't think natty's really a thing no more. That's why like,
No.
people always ask, "Are you natty?"
No.
Because it's so common for people to take something.
I mean, yeah, some people even say that creatine is not natural. Like, I disagree. Creatine is
yeah,
natural.
creatine, yeah, that's very natural.
Yeah, and most people, you know, will say it's natural, but there's some people out there that say it's not. You're still taking
Mhm.
something, you
Yeah.
know.
Just
Um,
sheer willpower, just going to the gym and just eating well.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And for me, and I think that's where I struggle is the eating.
Yeah.
Food is so good, bro. And like one time I was literally like in the gym working out, lifting heavy, and I heard these guys talking, and one of them goes, and he used to be like, maybe a little bigger than me, maybe about my size, like fat percentage wise. And he was like talking to this guy, and he was like, yeah, you know, I just cut out like fried food and fast food, and like I don't do any of that no more, and like this and that. And there was a point in my life when I was like that. And I was just thinking, I was like, you know, as lean and as fit as I want to get, that shit's good. And I don't think I want to live like depressed either. You know? So
That definitely, that's the most important part, I would say, of working out
It's
is
food.
your diet.
absolutely.
People, I think that's, if I misquote this, forgive me, but I think people say abs are built in the kitchen and defined in the gym. Something along those lines. It's like you're only going to get the six pack if you eat properly. I mean,
Yeah.
of course it's there and you'll work it and you'll shred the weight, but that's all starts in the gym,
Yeah.
in the kitchen, excuse me.
Absolutely.
Because I think that's where everybody struggles, bro, is eating properly.
It's hard, man.
Very.
But
Back to this though.
yeah.
Let's-
Yeah, it's just confidence. It's just body dysmorphia. Like genuinely, do I think I'm ugly? No. But also the problem is like my type of women, right? Like I'm
Shooting high.
yeah, and it could just be that, really. It's
Well,
like
never,
I-
never not shoot high. You always want to shoot high.
well,
right?
yeah, but like for example, like unfortunately, my like type, the girls I'm just naturally like attracted to is just like petite women.
Like
and I'm
4'8" petite.
Not like
or-
literally like 4'8", but just like, you know, women who are skinny, women who are not fat, I guess. And as a bigger guy, sometimes it just that just doesn't work. They're like, why would I want to be with a bigger guy if you know?
Okay. So let me ask you this because I'm still curious about this. So when you get liquid confidence, for those that don't know what liquid confidence is when you drink alcohol or an alcoholic beverage, you feel good. So there's like no restrictions. You feel like you're on top of the world. You're
Yeah.
Superman. You could accomplish anything.
Only if we could be like that all the time.
So that's my question.
Yeah.
When you're having the liquid confidence and you're 4 deep, 5 deep, you don't have any restrictions on yourself.
Sure.
I think that's the issue, though. It's like you're putting that restriction, saying you can't do it, bro. It's a mentality thing.
Absolutely. You're right.
Because when your liquid confidence comes out, you're not thinking about how you look in the mirror. You're just
Yeah.
you.
But I don't know if I can overcome that.
yeah, I mean, I honestly kind of second that too because like with me, liquid confidence gives me like the ability to like talk to people like and not care about what
But that,
being
you're
shy.
saying it though. It's like you don't care. If you just remove that,
I know,
whole
that caring
empathy,
I
emotional
completely
side,
understand.
and look
Yeah.
at it logically, bro.
Yeah,
Start shooting, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, because
One of them shots gonna hit.
I can't remember who it is. I can't remember who it is that I'm always hanging out with. But I'm just like,
Wow.
oh
Get
yeah,
it?
that girl's
That was
like,
a triple entendre. I feel like Drake. One of those shots are gonna hit. One of those shots are gonna hit. Come on.
that was tough.
I'm gonna go straight for Drake. Yeah.
fuck, what was I saying?
One of those. You heard of something?
Oh yeah, like and people are always like, oh yeah, go talk to her then. Like if you think she's pretty, and I was like, nah,
What's the worst that could happen? Well,
I don't know.
she says no.
Yeah,
You don't get anywhere. You're in the same spot you were.
That's a good point.
Logical.
Yeah.
What happens if she
Now,
says
but
no?
also it's a little scary now because some of these girls, you might think they're like you're close to our age, and they're like not. So you're like, ooh.
But you wouldn't know if you didn't talk to them.
That's also true.
I don't know. I don't want to bash on it too much
I'm not bashing.
No,
I'm
no,
just,
you're
we're,
good. You're
we're,
good.
we're
No, it
conversating,
doesn't.
that's
Yeah,
all.
no, it doesn't bother me. You're not bashing.
because I feel everybody has that confidence issue with something. Maybe like, do you think you have one yourself?
Like a confidence issue?
Yeah, it's like where you hold yourself back from doing something because you may not be as confident. As
Well,
you'd
I
like
think
to
the
be.
confidence is not the issue, but I think that there's some things I do hold back on.
Okay.
So kind of just flip it.
Yeah,
I think
it's
confidence,
related.
I don't have it. Yeah, it's related. I wouldn't necessarily call it like confidence, like how I would say like a problem is an inconvenience.
Mhm.
I just reward it. I think it's more of I hold myself back from doing certain things.
Mm.
Like I
Okay.
feel like personally, I'm still not shining as bright as I know I can. That makes sense. Like I know I could be doing more of being me, but I don't do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know. 100%.
Yeah, I mean the confidence is there. I'll talk to whatever. I'll talk to whoever.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like talking to people or interacting with people. It could just be something like personal. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to get deep with it, just being the person I know I can be, like living up to that potential I know I have inside of me.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation that everybody has with me that knows me somewhat. Is like, dude, you have so much potential,
Yeah.
but you're not tapping into it. That's what I struggle with, is the potential side of it. Because when I look at it logically, the potential is like it's so big it scares me
Hmm.
because I literally have no restrictions. Kind of like the liquid confidence or whatever, if you want to relate it back to that, is like I'm limiting myself because I don't want to be that bright. But at the end of the day, I do. It's like two different mindsets. Like my left side of my brain fight my right side of my brain. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like right now I'm cool. I'm confident I could do whatever, but I know I could be doing so much more. Like I could be talking to way more people if I wanted to. Like I know I can. Like I could be making connections. I could be making people laugh. I can just be on fire.
Yeah.
24/7. That light switch could always be on, but it's in the middle.
Yeah.
It's flickering.
Yeah.
Like Tyler once said, it's flickering. So that's my biggest.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I like that. You know, back to kind of like the topic with you is like, I think what makes things so hard is not only are you not as confident as you like to be, but the person that you want to talk to is probably the same exact way. And like, let's just say, you know, someone who does build up that courage to go talk to somebody, the person receiving that is like, you know, maybe they're nervous as hell and they give off a response that, you know, they give off a response that is kind of throws, like, for example, you off. It's like we're all nervous. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's nervous. And then I think we kind of just feed into that. And that's what creates that stigma, you think? Or is it really a stigma?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Is like, why don't you attack it like, tell them exactly that. Like, hey, I'm a little nervous coming up and talking to you, but
Maybe that eliminates that.
exactly, that's the icebreaker right then and there. 'Cause
Yeah.
now the other person's like, damn, I'm not scared. This dude's a human.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's a conversation rather than it's like a
Mm.
competition of who can get, the baddest chick or who am I going to go home with. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, but again, but then that goes back to the original problem of where do I meet these women? Because again, I don't go out. You know, it's not like I'm going to bars or going to, and then, you know, I've had this conversation with Deb before, but like if we go to a bar to meet women,
You don't want them.
we don't want them
No,
because we
facts.
don't go out to bars. So it's
Facts.
like, where do I
Well,
go up to them?
That's the thing. You don't. I don't think you should think that way, because what if they're just like you? They're just
Facts,
going to a
it's that
bar.
one time.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, and that's what Dev has told me too. Like that night, whenever he forced me to go to Nancy's with y'all. Well, you
Mhm.
didn't go apparently,
Mm-hmm.
but he was like, "Yeah, just go. Maybe there's a girl there who their friends forced her to go. You just go find that girl."
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, yeah, but like, who am I gonna go out with now though? Like, you don't go out anymore. You're my only friend. You never went out to like
Yeah, I
those
never
scenes,
went
so
out, so
Mm.
just not my scene.
you know. And I mean, right now the best idea would probably be like a concert. I do go to concerts a lot.
Yeah.
Dev and I are going to a few this year.
Yeah.
Handful. Maybe it is just like shooting my shot with people when I do travel for work.
Or
What's
just if
stopping you? So the sister company, what's stopping you from going to talking to the
Oh.
video lady?
Oh no, she she has a boyfriend.
So
No, she has a boyfriend.
respectful, I like it.
Yeah. No, my boss already tried to hook it up.
Mm.
She texted her boss and was like, "Hey, what's up with this girl?" She was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "She's single?" She was like, "Nah." And then she was like, oh, "Okay, I was trying to hook her up with my video guy." And she was like, "All right, I'll keep that in mind if this one doesn't work out." I turned to my boss, was like, "You a bitch," but like, thanks. Like,
That's fire.
yeah.
Damn, dude. So yeah, I mean, that in itself, that's an episode, if I have to say so.
Yeah, I mean, it's already been an hour.
Yeah, we
Are you serious?
We didn't
Yeah.
even do our other one, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
that's
we
perfect.
should hit you with the nice what's guys, and then we'll just hop into the other one. Anybody else have another
What-
icebreaker?
No, I mean, yeah, I definitely like to restart the recording. But
We're gonna do a.
what if?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
what
Oh
if?
yeah, what ifs? I'm sorry.
You're good. You're
Is
good.
it
You got
still
you,
me?
You said you had a bunch, so I didn't even think about
Yeah,
it.
you did.
The only problem is a lot of the ones I keep thinking of is hypotheticals with women, and I can't ask y'all those because y'all are very.
He saved the photo of me iced out.
Yeah, you did.
You seen it in there? You seen it?
How could I miss it? Thing icy.
Icy.
Yeah.
That's not it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find
Such a
my
gangster
shit.
profile picture, bro.
Fucking hilarious.
Sure,
I'm
literal,
so impressed.
literal gangster. Yeah.
Damn. I kind of want to do one like related to like what we were talking about. I don't know.
About
I kind of want to generate one right now, but
let's chat GPT.
that would
What
take-
if?
Should we?
Let's do it. Let's
Related
first time for
to-
everything.
Okay, let's try it. Let's see.
Give me a what
Lie.
if ChatGPT. Just say it like that.
I want you're good with prompts, bro.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, give me a what if. Make it something spectacular, something we have to think about, something that's common amongst the Homo sapien species. Right? Fair enough?
Let's see what it's probably gonna give you like a list of some.
What if every human suddenly lost the ability to lie? No white lies, no exaggerations, no hidden intentions, just complete
That's
automatic
actually- I like that.
honesty. Conversations would get brutally real overnight.
The world, I think the world would crash. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm thinking like government like lying to us, like
Everything, bro.
everything.
There's no lying, no white lies. Like, there's just honesty.
I think we break out into a war.
Do you?
I think it'd be the way around.
Really?
Yeah. All the people that are morally good I think everybody would have to be morally good, no?
Well, what if the people that are morally good are just lying, faking it till they make it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the
I think it would just
true-
make people angry.
the
you
true
know, just
people would
being-
come out.
Because people, people sometimes just can't handle the truth. You know?
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I see a fat person, you fat fuck.
I mean, I don't think it says you have to say your intrusive thoughts. You just can't.
But there's. You see what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
It's like there's no lie.
Well, yeah, but like, you're not gonna see a fat person and just immediately go, "Oh, you fat fuck." You don't have to lie. You don't have to brutally.
God damn, you can be nice with it, Chris.
There's no white
Holy shit, that's good.
It's like seeing a fat person just being like, "Yeah, you're super skinny for no reason." Like, there's no reason to.
lies. That counts for a little lower.
Oh my gosh, bro, dude.
Yeah.
That was funny.
No, that is great.
Oh
I'm just,
god.
I don't discriminate people that are over the size of the average.
Yeah, I'm so fat. I'm fat and I'm fatphobic, bro. Like, what the fuck?
But like, there would be no lies, bro. Like, how does how does the world operate off?
Okay,
no
let's switch
lies?
it up. What if everybody
Like,
gave their
like-
intrusive thoughts? Ooh.
Ooh,
We'd definitely be fighting everybody.
Nah, everybody would probably just be better people.
Yeah, maybe. What were you
Because,
saying?
like,
Mal wouldn't be scared to go up to women no more.
No, facts. Well,
your big ass booty on you.
That's a nice shelf you got on you.
Can I taste it, please?
Oh,
hey now.
That's an intrusive thought.
okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Everyone's like, yeah, no wonder he doesn't get any women.
I don't know. I almost wish that would happen though. Like, just no lies. Everybody just be fucking.
I would got a
honest.
ticket if I didn't lie.
Oh my
I'd be like, yeah, I was late to the podcast. Which I wasn't. I was just speeding because it was an 11-minute drive. So,
Oh shit.
but so, what if there was no lies though? That you think it would be beneficial for the world, or do you think it'd be?
Yeah.
It would be, but I
Why?
also think it'd
Oh,
be
body
bad.
positivity wouldn't be a thing.
What do you mean?
Like, I saw this post the other day of
about
this
like
fat bitch
one
fucking.
person's a table,
What'd you say?
like body positivity. Like,
Yeah, like I saw this video of this fat bitch fucking trying on clothes, and everybody in the comments was like, "You're so beautiful," and it's like, no, the fuck she is not, bro. Like she's a walrus. Like, calm down, bro.
Damn.
she looks like Gorlock.
That's Jabba the Hutt right there, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But no, it'd be. How do I put it, bro? Because
I think everybody would be better people.
Yeah.
there'd be
Probably.
no guilt no more.
Yeah. That's yeah. No remorse.
No remorse. You would be you would have the thickest skin.
Maybe that should happen. Everybody tell the truth.
Everybody tell the truth.
Mal, you're a bitch. I'm just playing.
Wow, that's intrusive
I'm
thought
just playing.
again.
I'm playing.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? Again, just because you tell the truth doesn't mean you have to be a dickhead
Yeah,
about
you're
it.
right.
You gotta be more empathetic, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
I don't think anybody would be empathetic if there was no
they're
lies.
honest.
Everybody be logical.
Not necessarily logical, but like they just wouldn't care about your feelings.
Yeah.
You know, especially in art, without like we go back to the very beginning,
Well,
especially with small problems.
I'm trying to think of it because, like, now let's think of it this way: it's like, what are situations that we put ourselves in that make us lie? Because what if we don't put ourselves in that situation in the first place? It's just going to be the same old.
Maybe
same
just
old.
scared of the response we get from the other person.
You see what I'm saying though? Like when I think about stuff, like I only lied because I got pulled over. If I'm not speeding, I wouldn't have to lie. See what I'm saying?
You were scared to get a ticket.
There's a movie about this, right?
Is there?
Yeah,
Liar,
there's-
liar.
What you doing?
Which one's that one?
It's with Jim Carrey.
No. It's I don't know what it's called, but it's like a movie where in the world lying doesn't exist, and then this guy figures out that he can just lie. So he just kind of like goes around the world like just lying.
That fucking bitch. That's how it started.
Yeah. Well, no, because like and like the big scene of it is, he like goes to the bank. He's like, "Can I withdraw like $6,000?" And they're like, "Well, your account only says you have 20. Must be a mistake in the count." And then like they just give him $6,000.
That's fucking.
So do you think that's like a Matrix type movie?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the people that can lie are like breaking the Matrix.
Oh shit.
Who knows, man?
Andrew Tate.
Love them to death.
Me too.
What a world
Going
we
the
live
real world, we're an affiliate. No, I'm kidding. Not yet, but in the future.
in. That was a good one.
That was going. Peace.
Who's in the room? Monique, Chris, bring the whole mood. We came to connect. God did. You know the rest.